Hi, I'm DeDe, and over the next 30 minutes, we'll do some seated exercises which focus on strengthening the core to give us better stability and mobility. Keeping our core strong allows us to be stronger overall. Doesn't that sound good? So here's what you'll need: a sturdy armless chair, some athletic shoes, and some water for hydration. Put that off to the side. Make sure you have plenty of room, and always perform the moves at your own pace. So let's come to a seated position now and get started. Sitting tall in your chair with your hips directly under your shoulders and your shoulders directly under your ears. Make sure you're not against the back of the chair. Your legs are even and straight, and so are your feet. Drop your shoulders back and down, and then we'll take our hands on our legs here. We'll inhale and we'll exhale and hinge forward. Do it with me now. So we keep this long, straight shape with our spine, whether we're here or we're down here. Now let's add one arm going down the side of the leg, so you have support from the other arm. And then we switch. Starting to build some heat in our trunk muscles, the muscles of our core. So our core is everything except our arms, our legs, and our head. So that's a lot of muscles. Hello, Baxter. Keeping our middle portion strong is what makes our arms and legs even stronger. So we're doing full body strengthening, full body stability and balance work, all from the comfort of our chair. We have one more time. Now forearms on top of your legs. Inhale, exhale, lean forward and hold. Keep your back straight and long. And that's called neutral spine. Shoulders are away from the ears right now. All right, and then let's sit up. Now we take the arms back as we inhale, and they go forward as we exhale. Hello, Prissy. I guess they're going to join us for a time today. Let's make this arm movement bigger. Make sure you have plenty of room to stretch out on the sides as well as in front, and maybe a little bit in back of you as well. How about arms a little higher? Do you need to bend your elbows a little more? That's okay to do. Or you can keep them straight. Now we're going to shift the weight, so bring the arms down a little bit lower. As the arms go back, the torso goes forward, and then vice versa. So make it kind of small. So you go past sitting up tall, past sitting up tall. So a little further back and a little further forward. Now we can make the arms bigger again, go further back and maybe further up. Remember to perform the moves at your own pace, and that means if I'm going too slow or too fast for you at times, you can go at your own pace. We have 4 more like this. Elbows bent or straight. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Now we come back to sitting up tall. We separate the feet about shoulder width. Inhale, one hand on the chair seat. Exhale. Make it small at first. Let's go the other way. Side bend. Starting to wake up our middle. Keep both hips firmly planted on the chair. Even though we're leaning, they're still on the chair, both sides of our hips. One more. All right, now we twist like this. Right, center, left, center. And then we slide one arm forward and back. See if you can hold your legs fairly stable and still. And then you can use your legs for a little bit of leverage to help you turn a little further. Still breathing, never holding the breath, right? Now let's make this a little slower. Stretch your arms out. Inhale, both hands to one side. Exhale. Again, using your hands for leverage, pushing on your leg, pulling on your leg, keeping your leg still. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Now we'll turn our attention to our lower body. Let's move the feet in, hip joint distance apart, and then tap the toes, right and left. Tap and tap and tap. Top of the foot, front of the ankle, front of the shin. Let's go a little faster now. Right, left. And then with the toe taps, we can add some pumping arms. The toe that's up, the opposite arm comes forward. And that feels more balanced. Now 1, 2, 3, and hold your toe up. 1, 2, 3, hold your toe up. 1, 2, 3, hold it up. So we're getting a little bit more rotation here now with the torso. Now let's keep the heart rate moving upward. Let's reach, reach, reach and hold. Reach, reach, reach and hold. You're still lifting the toes up, right? Building some muscular endurance in our shins. It's always helpful for going on walks or hikes. How about a little bit higher with the arms? Turning the torso, maybe turning the head. Or not, looking forward. One more. Now let's go for double heel lift. So both heels up, both heels down. Now let's take our forearms and rest them on our legs. So we have a little bit of resistance. The weight of our torso and arms is creating a little bit of resistance for our calf muscles, our feet and ankles. Can you keep your back long and straight? That's what we need to do here. So maybe you're looking just a few feet in front of your toes instead of straight forward at me. I feel that in my calves. I hope you do too. Now we'll sit up. You can hold the chair. Let's go a little faster. Up, down, up, down. Shoulders back, head is right over your torso. Now both heels come down and we circle the right ankle around and the left ankle around. So your whole leg can move here to create that circle through the ankle. Let's add a shoulder roll to it. Up and around. And back and down every time with the shoulder. Back and down. One more. Okay, let's go to a march, right and left. Right, left. Pick your feet entirely up, and then we'll add that opposite arm back in. Just a reminder that you can always hold the chair if you feel more secure that way. Maybe you can hold with one hand and then eventually switch. See how it feels for you. See if you can lift your knees a little higher. Now, as we're marching, there's a little weight shift side to side. Every time we shift the weight, for any reason, we're helping cultivate more core stability and strength. And we're also training balance when we do that. So as we do these bigger, sometimes faster moves with bigger muscle groups, the demand for oxygen goes up, and so our breathing rate accelerates. So you might find yourself breathing a little faster. That's fine. We actually want that. March, 2, 3, and tap. So we go 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. And along with the increased respiration rate is some increased heart rate. And along with those things comes increased body temperature. So if that's happening for you, we want all that. Now, how about if you tap the toe a little further away? Tap further forward. Now, along with the further forward foot, how about a further forward arm? So right now we're going forward. Let's call it 12 o'clock. Now, how about if we start going out to 2 and 10, or 10 and 2, however you'd like to think of it. Out, out. So not quite up to the 12 on the clock. Now how about out to 3 and 9, or 9 and 3? Out, out. Can you reach across further? Can you turn your torso a little further? See how that feels. Now my seat is a firm seat, but it has a little bit of texture on it, on my chair. So as I turn, I feel a little friction under my hips, under the backs of my legs. So we don't want too much friction. So if you feel uncomfortable moving in this large of a range of motion because of the fabric on your chair, the texture of your chair, just make it smaller. That's all you need to do. Now as we do this, let's reach both arms in the direction of the leg. Now we'll take this move back to 12 o'clock, okay? 1, 2, 3, 12 o'clock. Now we'll start to fold the arms across the chest and just the feet. Now as we march, we'll lean back a little bit. Then we'll sit up as we tap. Would you feel better if you were holding the chair? Feel free to do that. Now we're just going slightly back. Just slightly back. Maintaining our straight spine, that's important for safety, for efficacy of this core strengthening exercise. So you might be starting to feel this right around your middle, through your abdominal muscles, and maybe a little bit into your low or mid back. Those muscles are working. You shouldn't feel any pain though. 1, 2, 3. Now just a march, no leaning. Right, left, right. Now with the right foot, we'll step out, in, and out. Out, in, out, pause. Now in, out, in, pause. Other side. Pause. Pause. One, two, three, and pause. Getting this different range of motion than the forward and back. One more. Now let's place the hands on the hips. We'll lean to the left. We'll lean the torso forward with a straight back. Lean to the right and lean slightly back. Now reverse. This way. This way, over here, and up. Reverse. Can you take your same side arm out? Now we switch. And we reverse. Now we switch arms. Reverse. Remember, we're still keeping both hips connected to the chair. Even when we're leaning away from our left hip, it's still on the chair. Now let's keep going without the arms, so we'll make it smooth this time. Front, side, and hold it back, feel the contraction, go the other way. Now we'll imagine that we're picking something up. Hold it, let's go this way. We're picking something up here, and then we're picking something up here. We're picking something up here, and then we're starting again. Picking up, keep your back long and straight. Switch arms and reverse. You don't realize how important being able to pick something up off the floor is until you can't do it. And then you realize it's incredibly inconvenient and can be frustrating. So by practicing reaching down at different angles, we're helping to keep that skill accessible to us. How does your core feel? Can you feel it working? I can feel mine working. Okay, we're up. Let's do a stretch that we did in the warm-up. Come forward with a hip hinge. Stay here. And then we'll come up. Let's walk the feet together, nice and tall through the spine. Let's look over our right shoulder. Press into your legs with your hands. The other hand is on the chair. And then we'll go to the other side. Inhale. As you exhale, twist. And then keep breathing here. What you doing, Chrissy? No, you can't join the workout. All right, we'll come back to the center. Now we step out, out, pause with the right foot, in, pause. Now the left foot. with the right foot, with the left foot, with the right foot. Now when we pause, we lean over, we come back, and we switch. Out, out, lean over, back to center, in, out, out, over, to the center, out, out, over, to the center. Can we do it with the arms across the chest? Let's go this way. Out, out, lean, up, center. And one more time. All right, we come back to the center now, and we punch forward, and get this rotation through your chest, moving from your waist. Press your feet firmly down. Keep your legs relatively solid and stationary. Don't let them wiggle. Don't let them wobble. Now we'll go faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you feel the rotation happening in your waist? Maybe you feel it in your low back. All right, let's stop. Roll the shoulders up and around. And again, up and around. 2 more. Now we take the feet wider, out toward the corners of the seat of your chair. Hands here, inhale, exhale, forward and twist. Let's go the other way. Inhale, this shoulder drops down, forward and twist. So if you had fatigue that had built up over the few minutes of doing those core moves, hopefully this is helping to alleviate some fatigue, some tension. Now we'll come up to the center. Let's stretch into our hips. So we keep this wide stance, we turn, and we move into our lunge here with the knee under the hip and this knee over the ankle. Let's start by rocking the pelvis forward and back. So I want you to start to feel the stretch in your hip flexors here. Now tuck under, press back, straighten your leg as much as you can. Keep breathing, pull your front ribs in. Now let's twist. So take your arm closest to me, inhale, twist around toward the back as you exhale. Do it again. Turn your torso. Now you don't have to turn your head. If it feels better for you to keep your head stationary, do that. But otherwise, turn your head as well. Let's twist and hold now. You can put your hand on the outside of your knee that's in front of you, or both hands on the back of the chair. Relax your shoulders. Keep straightening the leg that's behind you. And then let's release that. Turning around to face front. Let's go to the other side. 90 degrees with both of your knees, and then we tuck the pelvis and release. Feeling what's happening in your hip flexors. And now we tuck and hold, and then we try to straighten that back leg out as much as we can. See how it feels. Pull your front ribs in. Keep breathing. Even straighter with your back leg if you can. Now here's the arm, reach toward me, and then twist. Do it again. Now twist and hold this time, hand on the outside of your leg or both hands on the back of the chair. Make sure that you're holding on with both hands if you need to, otherwise. And then we'll release that and we'll turn back to the front. Take your time. Feet about shoulder width distance apart, sit up straight. Let's inhale, exhale over to the side, hold here. You can have your hand or your forearm on your leg, but here's what you want to maintain, a long abdomen. So if you're going here, it's going to prevent you from getting a safe and effective side stretch. So stay here on your hand instead of dropping down to your forearm, if that's what it takes. Let's switch sides. Inhale when you come up, and then exhale over, and we'll hold here. Hand with a long abdomen or forearm. How does it feel if you look up? Does it feel better if you look forward or down? Are you able to relax your shoulders a little bit more? All right, and then we'll come back to the center. Let's inhale, exhale, tip forward, and we'll hold here. And again, you have the option of hands or forearms, as long as you can keep your back long and straight. And then we'll sit up and we'll walk the feet back into hip joint distance apart, and we'll rest the forearms. Try to shut off the back muscles for a moment and just lean on the arms. Keeping your back neutral. And then sitting up. Now we have two choices for this next one. You can take your thumb side of your fists in toward your hips and then draw your elbows back. That's one version. Or you can take your palms and place them somewhere near your waistband or your back pocket area and then draw the elbows back from there. You decide. Shoulders are away from the ears no matter where you are with your hands. Breathe into your chest. Now, we'll scoot forward if we need to, moving the feet forward too. Grab the back of the chair and lean forward. This is a continuation of what we just did. Tuck your chin in. Puff your chest out in front of you. Hold on tight to the chair and go up higher on the back of the chair if you have the space to do it and if it feels good. And then release that. Now hands on your legs, flex one foot. Make sure you're at the edge of your chair for this, leaning forward. Now your left hand can be on your thigh or your left forearm can be on your thigh. Let's reach forward and down with our right hand. Maintain that neutral shape with your back. And then we're coming up and we're switching. Can you lengthen your belly any further while you're here? Go as far as you can with that. And then let's release that. Sit all the way up. Scoot back a little bit so you can relax. Roll your shoulders up and back and down. So how do you feel now? Remember, a strong core allows us to be stronger everywhere. As always, thanks for joining me, and until next time, be well.